YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. Yes, it's Monday, and we have a game today, but it's early waiver wire. Listen, guys, I don't have 5 guys as I usually do on like Tuesdays for each position, but I do got one guy from each position that I'm going to give you a head start on today to start planning to pick them up off waivers. That way you can get your team acclimated. So, guys, thank you for tuning in as always. Let the questions roll in, and I'm gonna be in here for about an hour. So let's get the questions rolling and let's get these championships. We on an early waiver right here. So I got my boy Jacob Waiver in the house. What's up, bruh? He said, "Is it finally Ayuk season?" Yes. And I told y'all. I know a lot of people say, "Hey, you told me to play Ayuk over this place," and I get it. I was wrong. But guys, I'm not Nostradamus. All I can tell you is the players to have on your team that will hit. And you have to kind of maneuver for yourself. You know, sometimes you can keep Ayuk, sometimes you can't. I kept Ayuk, and look what I got now. I got a guy that's ready to boom for the second half of the season. So I do think it's Ayuk season. Ian Taylor, what's up, bruh? He says, first in the chat, what up? Yes, sir, man. He says, Tony killed me, man. Ayuk is in my star spot. I got you. So, guys, I moved on for Tony. You know, I told a lot of people to play Tony, and I still don't think it's the wrong move. But right now, it's a trend. It's been 2 games in a row, so I got to move on from starting Tony. He's still talented. He's still super talented, but they not getting him the ball. For whatever reason, I don't know. But yes, he is no longer a start. You kind of just have to stash him. In a couple leagues, like I did with Ayuk, I'm still going to start Kadarius because I believe he's very talented. So I'm going to do some research on my own, look and see what the coaches are saying, and I'm probably going to roll him out in a couple leagues, but not all leagues. So, yeah, that's a great – yeah, but we got to move on from Tony, bruh. But that Ayuk, I think it is his time. Antonio, what's up, Antonio? What up, bruh? Glad to see you here. I just seen you in the chat earlier for the news, man. Glad to see you, bruh. Ward, what's up, bruh? What's going on? Rex says, I'm down by 5.8. I have the Steelers defense. My opponent has the Bears defense. Bro, you can gain 5.8 or 6 points on them, but especially with having the Steelers defense. I think it's possible. But I do think Justin Fields plays really good. So, guys, let me do something for the live. Let me do something. I got to fix some things. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Be patient with me, as y'all guys always do. Very, very patient. Very, very loyal. I appreciate y'all guys. Okay, let me do this. I got to change some things around for this video, this live. Yep, and then, guys, I'm gonna read off. It's just 4 guys I got from each position. I'm gonna read them off to you. Guys that I think you should be targeting. Okay, I got that. And let me do this. Bam. There we go. Let me do this. Okay. Okay, there we go. Bam. All right, guys. I got one more thing. Okay. Bam. All right, I got that. Let me go down. Change it to this. Bam. There we go. Hit save. Thank you guys for being patient with me as always. Yep. Okay, that's good. And now we can. So I'm going to get back to some of the questions. All right, here we go. So let me see who's up. My homie, the one and only Second Take. Second Take says, what up, TD? What up, bruh? My Cowboys, they still coming, bruh. They still coming. I'm sorry, I skipped over. Rodney Santana, he said, TD Cowboys, better be careful. My Giants are getting healthy. I agree, Rodney Santana. And listen, bruh, I seen the questions in OnlyFans, but I figured like I didn't get to it because listen, bro, on Sundays, when I get out of the live, I'm busy for like the next 3 to 4 hours doing my lineups, getting my lineups ready for the 4 and the 8 o'clock game. So, bro, that's the only reason. That's why I try to tell y'all, make sure you get your questions in early in the morning, before the live, or through the week. On Sunday mornings, that's the day that I'm not going to be available as much as I want to you guys. So, guys, I will be working on that. I will be checking the chat here and there, but I'm just not going to be able to give you my undivided attention because that's my little bit of time. I had like an hour to put in my lineups after seeing who's been set. And I actually messed up on a couple of my lineups. Like I had, who is that? What's his name? I had a couple of guys that was in my lineup that had COVID. And they didn't find out that they had COVID till like 30 minutes before the game, but I never heard about it because I was busy putting in my lineups, doing what I got to do. So I want to apologize to you, Rodney. But you're right, bro. Them Giants is getting hit healthy. And Saquon is a beast. Going to be a beast. So I'm ready to implement Saquon. Second take says, do I win? I am up 43 points, and I am going against Claypool and Najee. Woo! Najee can give you 20, 25, but I don't know if Claypool going to give you 15, 20 tonight. But it's possible that you could lose. It's possible. But, bro, you got a greatest chance as any chance. You know what I'm saying? This is fantasy. It happens like that. But so I think you're good, bro. I think you're good. Zach Hoover, what's up, bro? He says thoughts on OBJ. He need to go to Kansas City. Anywhere else, I think it's not going to help. Unless he goes to Green Bay, Kansas City, New England, he'll be fine in New England. But them the only 3 places. Any other team, I don't want to see him there. Second take says, how about them Cowboys? You right. Hey, we still good. We only lost, 2 games? Bro, we still good. We still in the playoffs, bro. You just want to make sure that Aaron Rodgers don't get suspended for the situation where they said he lied. He lied. So, but yeah, we're going to be good, second take. Ward says, is Mike Davis and Tony droppable in a 10-team league? Mike Davis is definitely droppable. He's definitely droppable. I still played him in a couple leagues, but that was just me because I'm in a dynasty league. But he's definitely droppable. And Tony is droppable too. But I would have a little bit of, I don't know about just dropping Tony like that. I would kind of save him a little bit, stash him for a little bit because he's talented. But Mike Davis, you don't have to wait on nothing. You can drop him today. Ian Taylor says, it's Stevenson time in New England. Stash. Harris is an injury waiting to happen. I said that. And y'all seen the video that I did on Ramondre Stevenson, right? About 3 or 4 weeks ago. I told y'all that he was a stash. You right. I agree with you 100%, Ian. Second take says, don't talk about the Packers because I needed the Chiefs to win to get my Super Bowl prediction and having the Chiefs in the playoffs. I got you, bro. But my Cowboys still coming regardless of a 1 loss. Every team, ain't no team undefeated. So we still look very good. I'm not worried about no Denver Broncos. I'm not. He was out all about 2 weeks. So he was a little rusty because he had to stay off his feet, right? So I'm not worried about that loss, bro. Rex says Rams versus Titans was crazy. Yes, it was. I picked the Titans. Actually, Hustler has a pick 'em, and I'm in first place right now in the pick 'em. I done it like 2 or 3 times, about 3 times. I won it 1 time already. So I picked the Titans. But yeah, it was. Cooper Kupp still balling. He's gonna ball all year. That's why I told people if you want to sell high on him, I don't know what for. He's not injury prone. Why would you sell high on him? Ward says Kupp is a monster, especially in PPR. Yes, he's a PPR monster, brother. I agree. Rodney says, I won with Atlanta that I had to play. It's all good. You have been good so far. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, just Sundays are tough for me, man. It's just tough for me. Brother. What's going on? I'm down 33 with Najee Harris. Left, you think he can get it? Okay. He said, well, if Najee Harris left, you think he can get it? Okay. Yes, he can get 33 points. He's good as any other running back that can get you 33 points. So it's possible. But it's a long stretch. So I would give you what? And I hate to say this, but it's actually the good thing. I would say 33% of chance of winning because that's 33 points. So it's just the simple math, right? So you got a shot. That's all you can ask for. Half PPR. Okay, that's a little bit tougher. It's possible, but it's a little bit tough. That means he has to go for 5 to 6 touchdowns. Because the catches, he ain't going to get it. If he even hit 7 or 8 catches, that's only 4 points. So it'll be a little bit tougher. So I would say 20%, 25%, but you still got a shot. That's all you can ask for in fantasy. Lucas, what's going on, Lucas? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. But if you have, bro, I appreciate it. This is cutting edge content, cutting edge fantasy football family here. Also, subscribe to the OnlyFans where there's even more cutting edge there. You're getting stuff that a lot of analysts don't like to talk about. They won't tell you to do. But, you know, me, I'm cutting edge. I'm not right all the time, but I'm 75% right of most of the things that I talk about. Just go back and look at my content, and you can watch the videos and the predictions that I had this year and players that I talked about. But Lucas says DJ Moore for Emmanuel Sanders. Go Broncos. Whoo. DJ Moore for Emmanuel Sanders. Bro, since they ain't got no quarterback, that might be a good pickup. But I think you can get something a little bit better. Go for something a little. I would rather go for Darnell Mooney or somebody like that. I think Emmanuel Sanders is still game script dependent. Cole Beasley's been doing better than Emmanuel Sanders, so I just don't want to tell you to go to that just because maybe he's a buy low candidate. So you got DJ Moore. You definitely not giving him up for no Emmanuel Sanders. I think you need more than that. You need a 2-for-1. Emmanuel Sanders and something else. Even though he's had some bad games, it's still DJ Moore. Second Take says, I agree, TD. I think Najee gets like 20 and Claypool gets like 12. Yep. And I think I'll win this week because they went under 43. Yes, I agree with that. 100% Second Take. Cowboys Nation, bro. Also, do I win? I am up 39 and I have Pitts D and going against Rob and Claypool. Yeah, bro, you got a great shot. That's a lot of points to make up. 40 points is a lot of points to make up, bro. You killing it. I wouldn't worry about it. And if it happens, you shouldn't be mad at all because that's just like an outlier, right? You know, it is what it is, right? So I think you got a great shot, Second Take. Ward says, I can't get into your OnlyFans for some reason. What's going on, Ward? So let me ask somebody. Rodney Santana, can you send Ward the link? Put it in the chat. So Rodney Santana. And I'm going to put it in the link right now myself. So just hold on, Ward. I'm going to put it in the link myself. Okay. So hold on. Let me see something. Okay, let me see something. There we go. I got you right here, Ward. I got you right here, bruh. Okay. Let me get this link for my homie. There we go. That was weird. Okay. There we go. Okay. So let me get that link for you. There we go. Copy link. Okay. Here you go, bro. I'm about to put it in the chat right now. Okay. There we go. I put it in the that link should send you right there, Ward. Appreciate that, bro. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's going on, Jake? What's going on, bro? He said, what's up, bro? Took the L this week, 5-4. Stafford and AJ Brown and Cooks and Eckler had a bad week. Yes. And you know, that's a lot of great players with bad weeks. That's Eckler, AJ Brown, and Stafford and Cooks. I think you're gonna be fine, bro. So it be like that sometimes. 5-4, I think you're good with that too. So that's a great record because you know it's a one more extra game. So you good, man. You can run the table or you can win 4 in a row. So I think you're going to be good, Jake. Rodney says, I'm up 42. He has Najee playing. I think you're good, bro. For Najee to go for 42, it's possible, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Execution, what up, bro? Glad to see you here, showing support as always on all the channels. Appreciate it. Carlito's way. He said, stack their wide receiver. Would you offer Jarvis Landry, Christian Kirk, and Emmanuel Sanders to get Terry McLaurin? Maybe offer 2. If so, which 2? I think you can get something better than McLaurin. I don't like his quarterback situation. Go get a guy that got a great quarterback situation that might have the same value as Terry McLaurin, bro. I just don't want you to go and get that guy and then he's still going through it with Taylor Heineke, or even Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I would say I think you can get something better. Execution says, I'm here from Hustlers Chat. Yep, I like you, brother. Always good advice. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Execution. I appreciate that, bro. Rex Cracker said, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Yes, sir. Hey, it was it was either you, Rex, or it was Matt L that talked about Eno Benjamin. And I want to go and, congratulate you. You was on that, bro. You said that Eno was going to get his shot eventually. And he's going to get his shot this week. So I just want to give somebody, it might not be you, Rex, but it's either you or Matt L. And I got to give y'all credit. Execution says, do you have something alternate for OnlyFans? Joint bank account between, I'm sure the wife would destroy me into oblivion. No, bro, it's all good. And I understand that. But this is the thing. You're going to have to tell your wife, but listen, this guy is a trailblazer, babe. He's not on there like for taking off clothes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go support him, babe, because I'm supporting one of my friends and I like his content. And he's trying to, do an OnlyFans to say like it's actually good content there. People do stocks there, people do all kind of professional stuff, not just taking off clothes. So I know that's a tough one. So bro, if I don't see you there, I get it. It's okay, bro. But I'm just trying to be a trailblazer. I'm trying to do something different. Everybody is doing Patreon. So right now, I don't have my memorabilia up, but it will be up ASAP. That's another way you can support the channel. But yeah, man, just tell the wife that you are just trying to support somebody. And he has a platform on OnlyFans. So tell her I'm not over there looking at women, but I know how that is, bro. Trust me. So I appreciate you anyway. And guys, that's the right there. That's how you get into my OnlyFans. That's the link. So put that into your in your browser. Matt Galloway, what's up, bro? What's going on? He said, y'all like, comment, and subscribe to get this cutting edge content. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Matt. That's my homie. He will be coming on the show soon, guys. We will be doing a live. He's part of the Fantasy Headliners. He started off with those guys. And so we will be having some content, like some debates and some other things. So he will be coming on for my 1,000 subscription show. Ward says, got it. Thank you. Anytime, Ward. Anytime, bro. Boss Man Fat says, Monty or Herbert. Not that it means, so I'm going Herbert. I'm playing Herbert. I'm not sitting Herbert to play Monty. Keep playing Herbert. And Monty will take he will get some totes, but Herbert's going to be fine too. And Herbert just has the lungs and he's been playing in games. So it's going to take a little bit for Monty to get accumulated, right? So I'm going to still play Herbert, but it's just me. If you want to play Monty over Herbert, I ain't got nothing bad to say about that because I get it. But like I told people for CMC, I wasn't going to sit anybody to play in CMC because of the situation. Just because he's got acclimated this, or they going to start him on a Monday where he didn't necessarily, they could have started, they could have put him in a situation to practice all week and say that, oh yeah, he's going to start, but they didn't do that. So I don't like just putting players in just because their tag has been changed to playing. Your tag was out the whole week. So me, I'm still playing Herbert, bro. He says, not that it matters because I have Deontay and I'm down 4.5. Yes, I got it. But I still would play Herbert. And thank you for that, Rodney. Thank you for putting that in that chat, bro. Carlito says, I'm stacked at wide receiver. What to would you offer to get McLaurin? Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, Jarvis Landry, Terry McLaurin, owners 1-7, and may be vulnerable. Let me see. Did I ask the question like? Let me see. Yeah, I got your question earlier, bro. And like I said, I think you can get something more than Terry McLaurin. But if you want me to answer this question in a vacuum and just give you something to get Terry McLaurin, then this is what I would say. Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, and Jarvis Landry, to me, I got Terry McLaurin. I wouldn't give up Terry McLaurin for none of those guys. But if you offer maybe all three of them, maybe. Jarvis Landry, Christian Kirk, Emmanuel Sanders, if you offer all those guys, I might give up Terry. But Terry name is just too strong for those guys. So that's what I say. Yep, appreciate it, bro. Second Take says, where is the banner? Let me go get this banner real quick for Second Take. He talking too much junk. So this is what I'm gonna do for right now, bro. I'm gonna put this up right now. I can't hang it, but this I'm just gonna put it up right here, and I'm gonna just throw it up every 5 or 10 minutes, bro. That's my little banner right there. That's my little banner right now. I love it. That's my homie right there, boy. Execution says, I have Evans and Cooper. Should I trade Evans for AJ Brown? Yes, you should. Get rid of Evans for AJ Brown. Carlitos has got you 100. Yep, anytime, bro. Second Take says 36 more subs. Yep, 36. We going for that 1,000. Let's go. Ian Taylor says, what's my chances tonight? Down by 64. He done. I got Big Ben, Deontay Johnson, Harris, and Stillers. Let's just say Big Ben give you 20, Deontay Johnson give you 15, and Harris give you 20. That's 40, 50, 55. Steelers D. It's possible, bro. It's gonna be close. It's gonna come down to the Steelers defense. It's gonna be close. So I think you got a great shot. You're gonna have to need the defense to cover between 10 to 14 points, and I think you can do that. They can do that tonight. Second Take says, your cutting edge content was right with Waddle over DJ Moore, but the Hyde over Darrell Williams was wrong, but I give you great credit. Also, the Bateman over Galladay was great. Yes, bro. And I'm still, that's why I have to give y'all context of how I play fantasy. That's why I always say, go with your gut. So what I'm saying is, I'm not playing no Darrell Williams Second Take. I'm not doing it. If he can't get in on the goal line, I'm not playing that, man. I don't play fantasy like for guys that's gonna give me a little bit of points over another guy. Like I'm gonna go with a starting running back and I'm gonna let that fall where it fall. If that hurt me, it hurt me. I take my lumps, but I'm not going to players that I don't trust in games that's not getting the full workload and go out there and do it. You know, that's like me starting Tim Patrick. Why would I start Tim Patrick? So who would you start? Tim Patrick, or would you go to Rondale Moore? Because Rondale Moore, right, is the starter now that not Christian Kirk, but D-Hop is out and AJ Green out. But who scored more? Tim Patrick. But nobody's playing Tim Patrick over Rondale Moore, right? So sometimes you have to just go with the guy. I'm going to go with the guy that's going to give me the most opportunities. That's just how I play fantasy. But like I said, guys, y'all always don't have to listen to me. So I would take that one because that's how I like to do that. I like to take my lumps to get better. And also to, just to be fair, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to act like everything that I'll say is right. But I'm just trying to think in hindsight, if Darrell Williams would have had 2 rushing touchdowns, I would have took it. I said, yeah, I'm wrong. But Darrell Williams couldn't even score. He got stopped twice. And so those points between the 20s, I still think Carlos Hyde was the decision. If Carlos Hyde doesn't fumble, I still think he can finish with 10, 12 points. He finished with like 7. I think he fumbled. That's what hurt him. But I get what you're saying, Second Take. Thank you for putting that in. And guys, post your stars and sits that I told you into the chat. Post those. That helps me, guys. Execution says, laughing my butt off. I'll let her know. If I don't come back, you know what happened to me. I love it. Okay. I see Alamance County over here. Let me see who this is. Cassius and Rosa, the cool Dobermans. Alamance County. Okay, where you from? Cassis? What's your name? I'm from Alamance County. So where you from? North Carolina go ahead and raise up. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's your name? I need to know who you is because I'm pretty sure you know me. Boss Fat says trade Amari Cooper for Terry McLaurin. No. Nope, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm keeping Amari Cooper. Ian Taylor says I couldn't get into the OnlyFans either. Once you register with OnlyFans, you put your address in and it's supposed to put up. Okay, so guys, help Ian Taylor out with that too. He said I couldn't get into the OnlyFans either. Once you register with OnlyFans, you put your address in and it's supposed to put up. Now you have to. I think you have to go find me. So yeah, and it should automatically pop up for once you use the link. You're gonna have to use the link on the bottom of the screen, brother, on my ticker, and I'm gonna post it again. But use that Good Sports. That's what it is. It's not Fantasy Good Sports. It's Good Sports on OnlyFans. So put that, use that, bruh. Yep. He said, ha, TD, there's the banner. Yes, sir, it is. There go the banner, bruh. Again, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kyrie Davis, what's going on, Kyrie? Glad to see you here. Make sure you subscribe. Kyrie says, salams, bro. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you, too. Execution says 66% is legit, though. I'd rather play something consistent. I'd rather not play boom or bust. There you go. He said that shit bites you in the ass in the championships. So I do go boom or bust, but it just depends on my team. Some teams I'm like, no, I need a safe play. I just need somebody to register. And sometimes on certain teams I need a boom. So it all depends. But I get what Second Take is what he's saying. I said Carlos Hyde. I'm always gonna play if a guy is the starting running back and there's no backup there, like that's really gonna take the carries. And it's decent. I knew it was Buffalo, but I knew that Jacksonville could beat them. I said what I said, and I picked them in the pick 'em. I knew that Jacksonville could beat them, so I thought Carlos Hyde could have a fall-in touchdown. Look at AP. Is AP some great back because he had a fall-in touchdown? Or, well, look, he still his yards was low and everything. It's all about fall-in touchdowns with these guys, these second-tier guys like Devon Booker from the Giants, AP, Carlos Hyde last week. It's all about fall-in touchdowns for the guy. And it's been that for Connor. Until went down, until Chase Edmonds went down. Those fall-in touchdowns are huge. So you got to play for that sometimes. If a guy going to get an opportunity, you have to go with that over talent. And he's a second tier. Like Kenyon Drake, he did have 12 points. But the reason why he had those 12 points is because Josh Jacobs went down. And so I didn't know that. That's hindsight. But yes, I was still wrong with the Carlos Hyde pick. But I just want to let y'all know that that's how I play fantasy. So that's why I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm right. I just play fantasy the way I play it. And that brought a lot of some people in to watch me. You know, they probably like, okay, I'm not saying he's right all the time, but I like his breakdown. I like his analysis. So that's just how I do it, bro. But I appreciate that execution. Okay, Second Take says, also said Melville going to start over Scott, which was great. Also said, yep. Because I said, listen, if Scott, let me tell you this, even if Scott would have went off, bro, I still wouldn't have said no Scott. Because there's 3 guys back there between, and then it's going to be like 4. It's going to be between Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Jordan Howard, and Kenneth Gainwell. I don't want no part of that running back field. So I'm going to tell you to go to a guy like I'm Melvin Gordon, even though he split, but we know how they split. They split like with 15 carries. So I'm going to go with the 15 carry guy and the guy that's been getting green zone work. Green zone work is very, very important to me. So yeah, bro. Appreciate that. And Second Take says, is Diggs a top 3 cornerback? He's a top 3 optimistic quarterback. Like he get interceptions. That's what he does. He's not going to lock you down like a Darrell Reeves, like a Reeves Island. But what he will do is he'll pick you off. So you can't make mistakes. So that's what kind of corner he is. B Silver says, I'm down 30. Need Claypool to go off today. Come on, Ben. Yes, sir. And hey, it's possible. It's possible. Second Take says, number one waiver player this week. Got you. So number one waiver player for me, guys, is Justin Fields. And I'm saying it before tonight's game. I said what I said. So for his quarterbacks, thank you, Second Take. I'm going to go over my list right now. My number one quarterback this week that you should be looking to pick up off your waivers is Justin Fields. And listen, guys, you can actually go pick him up right now before the game starts. Go stash him now. That way you don't have to have a waiver priority or spend fab on him. Justin Fields. Okay, let me get to my running back. My number one running back that you should be picking up this week is Eno Benjamin. Yes, Eno Benjamin. Connor is not going to get 25 carries. So they're going to split that between him and Connor. Connor might get the green zone work, but in PPR, I like Eno Benjamin. Yes, he can. Eno can catch the ball too. But Connor will be better. But Eno's going to be solid. Eno is going to be a top 30 back easily. Top 30. I'm not saying top 24, but top 30 easily. All right, so let's get to wide receivers. And this is kind of like a deep stash. This is kind of like a Ramondre Stevenson that I said 3 weeks ago. NVS. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Yes, this guy is going to be good. When Aaron Rodgers come back, when they double teaming Devontae, who he's going to go to? Other than Randall Cobb, it's going to be Devontae, sprinkle in a little bit of Randall Cobb. They don't got no tight end. And so it's going to be MVS for the deep play. And this is a boom player. So he's a guy that you can put in the flank and say, well, who did I play? Let me play MVS because Aaron Rodgers is playing this week. I'm not going to play him unless Aaron Rodgers is out there. So MVS is a stash wide receiver. Another guy, and this is a tight end guy, this is a long shot. And there's probably other better tight ends out there, but this is just a long shot guy that you can go ahead and pick up off waivers and you working the waiver wire early. Adam Troutman. He had 8 to 9 targets. I think maybe 10, but I know at least 8 to 9 last time I looked at it. I can't quite remember, but I know it was a lot of targets. I like that going forward. They're going to need Adam Troutman. Taysom Hill is going to need Adam Troutman. So Taysom Hill is a guy that you still can pick up or hold on to that he still can probably get this starting role as a quarterback. So, yeah, Adam Troutman. So, guys, for quarterback, Justin Fields, running back, Eno Benjamin, and wide receiver, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and tight end, Adam Troutman. Now, listen, tomorrow I'm going to give you 5 guys in each position that you should be picking up. But today I'm just giving you one guy that I really like in each position. So, thank you, Second Take. I appreciate that, bro. You got me back on topic. So I didn't forget to read out that list or wait till the end of the live. The white chocolate. What's going on, the white chocolate? Glad to see you here, bro. Thank you for being here. He says, first year not playing fantasy football, but I remember you from last year. Love your content. Shout out to you. Thank you, white chocolate. Appreciate it, bro. The one and only Richard Watkins. Bro. Good to see you. Good to see you too, bro. Good to see you too, bro. B Silver says, oh, should I pick up A-Rod and start him and drop D Ernest and play over Claypool? No, don't play A-Rod over Claypool. That's too cute. That's too cute. So listen, guys, another thing. Fantasy is the best thing in fantasy. What's right and wrong in fantasy? Because what the results is not right and wrong in fantasy, but it's your starts and sits. You should start the right guys, like the opportunity. If you start a guy and he don't get a lot of opportunities, that's a bad start. But if the guy gets opportunity and he just don't hit for you, it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, guys. So I just want to frame y'all mind, not trying to cover me for what I say, because listen, I'm going to be wrong sometimes, so I'm never going to cover up for that. But I want you to know, like, I got my start. Look, like right now. So I will be showing y'all my leagues. So out of 12 leagues, guys, 4 of them, I got a shot to win the championship. The other ones, I possibly can, but it might be a long shot, but it is what it is. But the 4, so that's showing, I'm going to show y'all some proof. I just roll out my guys. Like I concentrate on my starts and sits, and then I roll them out, and I don't care what happens because I'm not the coach. I'm not the player. So you guys got to make the right stars and sits, and roll out there and let the chips fall where they fall. Like, who knew Connor was going to do this? Some people sat Connor this week. So if you set Connor, I don't think it was a bad play. But the people who started Connor is because, listen, Connor, he's on Arizona Cardinals offense. I'm going to put him out there. Sometimes that's a good start. Like Allen Robinson. If you trade for Allen Robinson, you don't wait for no damn matchup. You put him out there. If you trade for him, you got him on your team because you want to catch the fire. And I like this, like tonight. I think if you don't have a flex play, you can start Allen Robinson, but I'm not starting him over no Claypool. That's different. So I just wanted to go on that little caveat right there to let y'all know kind of how I play fantasy and what I do. I'm not saying it's the best strategy, but I think it's pretty good. I've been to the playoffs. I've won the championship in the free league, not in the money league. I just got into the money leagues the last 2 years, guys. Came in second and won. I won money. Won a lot of money off DFS, playing DraftKings. So I'm not just talking stuff just to be saying it. I'm actually, and I showed y'all the proof. I showed y'all my Lamar Jackson. I took Lamar Jackson in the second round last year. Everybody said that was crazy. He got me to the championship game. So guys, I just want to be congruent with y'all. Secretary says TD knows what it is. Revis Allen. Yes, Revis Allen is that stuff. Yep. That's one of my favorite players. Listen, guys, I love offense, but defensive players are all my favorite players. Troy Polamalu, Bob Sanders, and Darrell Revis. Those are my 3 favorite players of all time. Dello, he said, "What's up, bro?" He said, Russ at Green Bay, Carr versus Kansas City, Kyler versus Carolina. Also have Amari versus Atlanta, DJ Moore at Arizona, Bateman at Miami, AB at Washington, Darrell Williams at Las Vegas, Renfro versus Kansas City. I need 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Okay. Bateman at Miami. You can't do AB at Washington because he's not going to play. So I'm going to say Bateman at Miami. Amari against Atlanta. And your flex should be... Let me see. So Kyler, don't play Kyler next week. Play Russ. If Russ comes back, Russ is a better play than Kyler, but I would still be a little limited with both of them. But Russ is a play over Kyler because Kyler, you got to let Kyler get full healthy. That's why they're not playing him because he doesn't play good when he's hurt because he's a smaller guy. He needs to be mobile and quick. If he can't be mobile and quick, Kyler's not Kyler. It's best to go ahead and roll out Colt McCoy. So I would say Russ, if you need between those 2 quarterbacks, and Amari, Bateman, and Renfro. Again, Amari, Bateman, and Renfro. Those are your 2 receivers and your flex and your quarterback. I'm starting Russ if he comes back over Kyler. Unless they say Kyler practices all week and he looks great out there. That's the only way I'm starting Kyler. B. Silver says, that's what I heard from someone, that it takes rookie quarterbacks about 6 games to get going. Fields going to shine tonight. I think so too. I think he's going to have a good game. I think he can have 20, 25 points games. So I agree with you, bro. Ian Taylor said, okay, yep. B. Silver says, drop Connor like week 2 to 3 because everyone was saying he was. No. And bro, I never told y'all to drop Connor. That's why you have to listen. Go look at my channel. I got Connor all over my channel. I got Leonard Fournette all over my channel. I got DeAndre Swift all over my channel. I got Jamal Williams, which he's not been doing good lately, but I got Jamal Williams. I got a lot of great 0 RB targets, guys that I told you to grab of. I talked about Brandon Ayuk. I was a little off in the beginning, but I knew what type of player he was. So I quit telling y'all to start him, but I stashed him. So I got him in the league. A.J. Brown, I've been big on A.J. Brown. My biggest disappointment, I got 2 big disappointments this year where I've been wrong, guys. Mike Davis and what's the other guy? And Julio Jones. I still think Julio Jones has an opportunity, but Mike Davis, unless Cordell Patterson go down, Mike Davis is probably done. So that's 2 things that I'm totally wrong on, and I'll take that. But the rest of the stuff, maybe a little bit of small things that I was wrong on. Michael Parsons. I'm gonna do a show, guys, saying when I was right and when I was wrong. Matter of fact, let me go through some of these questions real quick, and then I'll get to something. B. Silver says, not going to get touches. Because everyone's saying, yeah, I don't know why they were saying that. Because Chase Edmonds can't take on the workload by himself. Stephen Wynn, what's up, bro? He says, bro, I admit, I started Scott over Connor and lost punching air. Yup. And I know Stephen, I didn't tell you to play Boston Scott over Connor because I was not telling nobody to play Boston Scott. I couldn't do it. If you ask me, do you have to play him or something like that? Yeah, you can play him. You can play anybody. But Connor is my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not starting him over no bell cows, but over Scott, most definitely. So you can go look it up, Second Take. I'm doing well. I'm 6-3, bruh. 6-3. Killing. Yep, killing. And I've been having a couple players out. AB out right now. Michael Thomas is not coming back, but I'm still good. I got DK. I got a lot of great players. And guys, I can show that. I'm gonna show that to you eventually too. I'm gonna have a show where I'm gonna talk about that. Stephen Wynn says, I don't think I'm gonna play anyone from the Eagles, especially the backfield. I agree 100%. And Second Take says, wow, I am shocked we are agreeing on Revis. I am a little biased though with the Jets. Listen, bro, I love the Jets with Rex Ryan. I was big on them. Listen, if you could have won that game, I forgot what game who was against. If you could have won that game in the AOC championship, y'all had a chance to win the Super Bowl because no receiver gonna beat Darrelle Revis. No receiver. Darrelle Revis, to me, I know what Deion is. Deion is great. I'm not going to be disingenuous to Deion because Deion could pick it off and take it to the crib. Darrelle Revis wasn't getting a lot of picks. But Darrelle Revis, he shut Calvin Johnson down, Megatron. No receiver killed him. In his prime for 4 years, nobody had over 100 yards on him. The only player that threatened him a little bit is one of the – yes, and I'm saying the Second Take. The only player that threatened him was Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant was beasting him in the first drive of a game and had like 3 catches on him. And after the game, they talked to Darrelle Revis and they said, so how was it guarding one of the top receivers this game? And he said, hey, that guy's pretty good. He's very, very strong. But he called a lot of other guys slouches. He called Randy Moss a slouch. He called T.O. He said he lost it. But he said Dez Bryant, he said that guy's a beast. Because, you know, Darrelle Revis was big and strong. And he could put his hands on you and it was over. He put his hands on Dez and Dez said, I'm a beast too, boy. So I put my 2 cents in that. Dello says, TD the GOAT. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that, Dello. Second Take says, I think it was against Pittsburgh in like 2011. Okay, yes. The Jets. Yep, it was. I remember, yep. And whoever that receiver was, the Darrelle only didn't get no catches. Second Take says, Dez Cat was the funniest thing ever. Come on, bro. It ain't funny. We lost. That hurt, man. That killed me. I ain't gonna lie. I threw up after the game. I had money on it. I had money on the game. And after he called it, I was like, yeah, let's go. And they took it away, man. I was sick on the stomach. I was sick on the stomach, bro. Really, literally. Matt said, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? Second Take says, I saw your debate with the Chief Bucks, one of your friends. It was pretty good. Thank you. He said, I saw your debate with the Chiefs and Bucks. Okay. With your friend, it was pretty good. Exactly. And the game went, I think I was off a little bit, but I had said earlier that the Bucks was going to make it to the Super Bowl. So I was on that, but I thought Kansas City just had a bad game plan, and so the Bucks, they whooped them. So, yeah, bro. Appreciate you for watching that, bro. Matt says, would you trade Cornell for either Mike Evans or DK? For DK, I would do it for DK, but I'm not doing it for Mike Evans. But for DK, I would do that, bro, all day. Stephen Wynn says, should I flex Bateman over Julio rest of the season? Probably. I love Julio, but I'm not going to be disingenuous to your team. Bateman is nice. And I don't see Julio coming on soon. I don't like the way the game script went. So I'm going to say Bateman all year long. Yep. So, guys, again, I'm going to read out this list. My number one quarterback, and maybe not number one, but one of my favorite quarterbacks coming off the waiver wire priority this week, or waiver wire, is Justin Fields. You can pick him up tonight and stash him before the game happens. I ain't saying you got to play him. You just can put him on your team. Running back, Benjamin. I like him. The boy's a beast. You see that truck stick that he did with Andreas Kirkpatrick? Wide receiver, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I think when Aaron Rodgers get back, you will have some. So this is a stash. And a tight end, Adam Troutman. He had 8 or 9 targets. I feel like Taysom Hill will use him a little bit more. He used Jared Cook and Michael Thomas last year. I think he'll use Adam Troutman. Mr. Anderson, what's good, bro? Mr. Anderson says, we got to sit Tony, fan. We're right. And listen, I told him to start Tony. And me and him play fantasy the same way. We both know Tony is talented, and it wasn't a bad start from us. You tell him, Mr. Anderson, because I'm telling him about how fantasy works sometimes. Sometimes you got the right start, but the coaches are not on the same page. So you have to move on until the coaches catch up to that. So I told a lot of people to start Tony. I was wrong for that, guys, and I apologize. I had to wear that under the chin. But I'm not telling you to start him anymore because I'm done with that. So it's gonna kind of be like the Brandon Ayuk thing. I stashed Brandon Ayuk. I'm gonna stash Tony. I'm not gonna drop him. If you want to drop him, you can. I'm stashing him. I still think he's talented, and I think something is going on. Mr. Anderson sent me a video. I have to watch it, but something's going on under the table here. Dello says, would you risk Carr over Russ? Carr has a great matchup versus Kansas City. You run against Kansas City. You don't throw it on Kansas City. So if Russ looked good in practice, if he practices all week, they say he looks fine, I would start Russ over Carr because I feel like they running more against Kansas City. This is more of a Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs game to me than a Darren Waller or somebody going deep game. You know what I'm saying? So I still like Russ, but if Russ don't practice and don't look good this week, I gotta be more descriptive when I say don't look good. Like he don't practice Tuesday, Wednesday, then Friday he do a little bit. Then no, I'm not doing it. I will start Carr, but Russ in the vacuum over Carr all day. What's going on, E? Glad to see you here, E. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. But E says, would you trade my Thielen, Claypool, and Gronk for Tyreek and Kadarius Toney? Okay, so I'm biased. Yes, I would do that. Tyreek and Kadarius Toney are two of my favorite receivers. But bruh, I don't think you should be getting rid of Thielen. I think you should keep Thielen and maybe I don't know, man. I like Tyreek, but Kadarius Toney, the coaches don't trust him right now, or whatever for whatever reason. Thielen and Claypool is getting work, so I'm gonna say no on a trade, but I do like it. If you want to do it, I'm not gonna chastise you about it. I think you're getting Tyreek. I think you're getting a boom for your playoffs. Look, Tyreek is gonna be, I think, in my opinion, will be the number one wide receiver in the fantasy football playoffs. And the reason why is Pat Mahomes has to get better. So it's no benching. They got to make the playoffs. They're gonna be picking up algorithm in the fantasy football playoffs. So I would say, as in right now, bro, in a vacuum, I wouldn't do the trade. But I think I like what you got. I like what you're doing. I like how you think, and I like the guys you got in the trade. I think I would consolidate it a little bit. I think I would take out Thielen and maybe add somebody else. Get Tyreek and Toney. Get Tyreek and Toney, but don't give up Thielen. I think you should keep Thielen. I like Thielen for the rest of the season. Matt says, someone dropped Russ in my league. I'm going to snag him over Tannehill. Yes, sir. Play him over Tannehill. Snag him up over Tannehill when they both healthy. Matt says, Daniel Jones hates Toney, unfortunately. I think so. Somehow Mike Glennon knew how to get the ball better than Danny. I agree 100%. Danny got him the ball one game, but other than that, it hasn't been the same. Matt also says, not your fault, TD. Toney being used poorly. Thank you, Matt. I get it. I know the essence of what I'm saying is right, but I'm getting off of them because they're not using them right. So I agree with you, Matt. Appreciate that, bro. E says, I traded Mike Evans and Joe Mixon for Claypool and Dalvin last week. Laughing my ass off trying to build a super roster. Yes, and I would have got rid of those guys too. Listen, Joe Mixon is okay, but it's going to be game scripts where he might not be okay. So to go get Dalvin Cook, yes, sir. Claypool is fine. Mike Evans and Claypool is kind of similar right now because they not, Claypool was being used almost every game when he was hot. Like last year, not the end of last year, but like middle of last year and the very end of last year. Mike Evans is like every 2 weeks. Claypool is becoming that every 2 week type of guy. So I don't know. I say Mike Evans and Claypool is even right now with Antonio Brown being out. And with Antonio Brown being out, Mike Evans might be a little bit better played than Claypool. So yeah, man, but I still like how you building your roster, bro. I still like that. Second Take says, got to go, TD. See you later, my dude. See you later, bro. Appreciate you showing support. Appreciate it, bro. E says, and I really like your channel, bro. Just found it. Definitely sub. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Matt says Tony is super talented. I think he's the second most talented receiver on the Giants. Bro, who's better? Kenny Golladay is not better than him. Sterling Shepard is talented. He's a great PPR, like short area receiver that you can target, like a Julia Elderman guy. But I think he's the second talented guy on that team. I think it's Saquon, then Tony. And it's possibly could be Tony. I said what I said. Tony could be the most talented guy on the Giants, even over Saquon when healthy. But they're not using him like that. So it is what it is, you know. Matt says, besides a healthy Golladay. Even Golladay don't know, bro. Kadarius Toney better than a healthy Golladay. I said what I said, bro. But I get what you're saying. He's better than Golladay. I'm telling you, that guy is a phenom. He's a phenom, bro. I seen it. This guy got a strong arm. He could throw 60 yards on his knee. His juke is like Barry Sanders. He's strong. He got strong legs. This guy is, I'm telling you, and he got good hands. Man, this guy is unbelievable, man. I just don't know what's going on. Hip Hop Nation says, what up, fellas? What up, bro? He said, TD to go. Appreciate that, bro. James says, Trey Hunt and Thielen for Mike Williams and Derrick Henry. No, I'm going to say no. And if you do that trade, I say it's a C plus at best. I wouldn't do that, James. Mike Williams got a knee injury. Derrick Henry, you won't have him until what? Week 14, week 15, maybe at the best. So unless you really, truly super stacked and you just want to do it to get Derrick Henry, then I say do it. But I don't know how long do you have a Derrick Henry healthy for the fantasy playoffs. So you got to think about that, bro. Hip Hop Nation says, what a rough week 9. Yes, it was. Yeah, but I won in a couple leagues that really mattered. And the other leagues I lost. On my best ball, I'm probably out of all my best ball leagues that I did with Hustler. But I'm fine. It's good. I'm all good. You know, I got a league that I'm like, 6-3, 6-2. And then I'm 6-3 in my Scott Fish Bowl. And then another league, I'm like 5-4 or something like that. So I'm going to be fine. I'm good. I love my teams. I'm talking about I got great teams. Guys, I'm going to show you my teams and y'all look at my records. And you tell me what you think. So I'm gonna have a day. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring in my teams and show y'all like how I'm doing in my leagues. Because listen, I'm transparent. I ain't got nothing to hide over here. Richard Watkins says Joe Mixon has been rolling RB1 more consistently. Yeah, he's been more consistent this year. But I'm gonna trade him while he's high. That's me. I'm gonna trade while he's high before he get hurt or something like that. I'm gonna trade while he's high. So I'm going to go after and get exactly what I want. I would love to trade Joe Mixon to get Najee Harris. I would love to do that. Matt says, I agree, TD. I'm also a Gators fan. Okay, so you already know Tony, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. E says, and I wanted to keep Thielen, but I already have DK, Debo, and Judy. I think Thielen is going to be better than Debo going forward. I know, bro, listen, you ain't got to take my word for it, and I get what Debo's been doing. But I like Thielen over Debo, bro. I like Thielen over Justin Jefferson because Thielen, man, his route runner, Thielen might be a top 3, arguably the number 1 route runner in the whole league. That dude route runner is impeccable, even over Justin Jefferson. That's why he gets open in the green zone, and Kirk Cousins look for him. So, but Debo, I get it. I think he's been like kind of lucky, and I don't want to be disingenuous to Debo because Debo is a good player. Debo is Debo. But Debo got to have big plays. If you don't get the big plays, then Debo kind of like a 15-point guy, which is still fine in fantasy. So I think you should keep Thielen and over Judy too. He says, so Tyreek would technically be my wide receiver 3 and a 12-man. So yeah, bro, I would try to go use Debo to go get Tyreek and keep Thielen. That's just me. But look, bro, if you go subscribe to my OnlyFans, you can post the whole team in the chat and me in your private chat. And that way I can assess your lineup, and then I can go back and tell you what guys you could go target to go get Tyreek. Richard says, wipe your feet off at the door and click the like button. Yes, sir. Richard Watkins, my homie, says, wipe your feet off at the door and click the like button. Yes, sir, guys. Appreciate that, Richard. Steven says, bro, someone dropped Derrick Henry. Should I stash him? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because you might have him for 1 or 2 weeks in your fantasy playoffs. Excuse me, guys. And so, yes, I would do it. I would go stash him. B. Silver says, how's best ball? Is that only Yahoo? I only play redraft in Yahoo. No, bro, but it's basically you draft your team and you don't do any starts and sits and you just let it play out. So all you're doing is drafting, and once you're done with the draft, that's it. The highest scoring person comes in those slots. So say you drafted 3 quarterbacks. You drafted Kyler Murray, Lamar, and Josh Allen. Well, whoever scored the highest is going to go in that slot. Same thing with running backs. So you got to draft a whole list of players, and then you, according to each league, is different settings. You know, it might be 3 wide receivers, could be 2 wide receivers, could be 2 running backs. Those guys slide in there according to the highest scoring guy. Richard Watkins says, only stats Derrick Henry in dynasty format, not redraft leagues. And guys, he might be true, but I don't know. It's Derrick Henry. It's the Yeti. He could come back earlier than what people think. Could he be fantasy startable? Maybe, maybe not. So it's a deep stash. I'm just always opportunistic, if that's the right correct way to use that word. Excuse me, guys. But Richard knows his stuff, so he's not wrong what he's saying. So he's actually in the percentage. He's right with the percentages. But I'm gonna still go to a little bit of percentage and say it's Derrick Henry. He might come back. Imagine you stacking Derrick Henry with CMC or Dalvin Cook because somebody dropped him. And Dalvin Cook, they say, well, look, we're gonna play Derrick Henry week the semifinals. You're like, okay, I got Derrick Henry, and you can roll him out there and he get 2 touchdowns. Bam, you win your fantasy league because you picked up Derrick Henry. That's all. But it probably won't happen. But I'm not just gonna drop him. If you should have an IR spot, but if you don't and you win in your leagues, you don't need that bench spot. I would stash him. But if you need that bench spot, you drop him quickly and move on. E says, what are your thoughts on CMC going forward? Start him. He's ready to play. Play him until something happens. That's all you can do. That's why a lot of people talking about trade him. Don't trade him. There's no value in that. Like if you can get a ransom for him, yes, you get. If you can get like Kyler Murray not Derrick Henry, but Kyler Murray, Dalvin Cook, and Tyreek Hill, then yeah, I would do something like that. But if I'm getting 1 for 1, no, I'm not doing. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll them out there myself. All right, guys. So thank y'all for tuning in, guys. Let's see how many likes did we get today. 20. Good job, guys. I'll take 20. I'll take 20 today. So, guys, y'all be safe. I see y'all tomorrow. Peace.